Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today we're reviewing something that's kind of weird and unique, and apparently it's been in the market for a little bit, but I just found out about it whenever they asked me to review it. So this is the Ultrasonic shovel for your little face by Modern.C. Okay, so let's see what they give you inside this glorious tiny little baby box. You get this guy, see this rattling guy? There are little tools in here for blackhead removal. So let's see what you get. This is kind of free with this. You don't get this with all these Sonic face scrubbers. And basically the Sonic face spatula is along the same lines as those industrial tools that you get that kind of cut drywall perfectly, but they use that Sonic. Blah, 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 blah. Well, this is rounded edge. We'll get into that in a little bit later, but basically it Sonic vibrates your pores clean. You can shove it off with a spatula or something. But here's the little toolkit, and that's a toolkit that's typical for blackhead removal and stuff like that. So you can basically do surgery on that pimple, get that pore cleaned out, and get you back in business for whatever you got going on in your life. That really is nice by itself. I think those things are like 10 bucks or something, so it's a nice touch. This unit's not expensive at all. Also for what you get. You get two manuals. It's like one's in Chinese or something, and the other one's not. And that's kind of like a layout of this device itself, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'll be talking about. It's rechargeable, so that's really cool. I just got off of work. My face is not clean at all, so I want to see what kind of pores, what are in my pores around my nasal passages, because that's where all my blackheads reside, and kind of the oiliness is through here. I really don't have any kind of issues anywhere else on my face but around the nose. So this product should take care of my clogged pores. Okay, so here's your micro USB cable, which we'll use to charge this grand old device, this new age system, this scallywag. Here's the Modern.C, which the logo is kind of engraved in there a little bit, and there you can see the device itself and all its beautification and big wordedness. Water resistant just by a little bit because it has this silicone little micro USB protector there. It kind of goes down flush, but just be careful as you can with that end down there. Make sure that's in there before you use it. You got a little sheath before you expose the blade. And this guy will get you into a mode that you've never been in your life. You get to spatula your face. Basically, you hold it down, this pointy side down, and you just kind of spatula like that with this thing pulsating on. Here are the different modes that you'll have. You'll long press that to turn that on. And you can cycle through the different things that you want to do to your face, and then you long press to turn it off. So you have lifting, moisturizing, and cleansing. The lifting, I imagine, is turning it this way. You're lifting the stuff off. The moisturizing and cleansing can be done with the opposite side, where you putting on your lotions and stuff on your face. You can actually turn this over to where it's not pointing spatula down and it's pointing curved up here, and you can actually use this to smear your cleansers and stuff like that into your face, which is nice. So 3 ways: lifting, moisturizing, and cleansing. It'll take a couple hours to charge the thing, and I think you can get about 80 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that, usage out of it, so that's not too terribly bad. So you should be able to use it for a whole week, I guess, if you're gonna use it every day, but I probably wouldn't use the thing every day. Probably use it like every other day, unless you're smearing the stuff on. So I guess you could smear that on daily. So you should get at least a week plus out of it, I'd say, at least. Here we go. I've got it wet, and we're looking right here. Oh, God. Oh, shit. So there's some chunks that got out of my nose. You can see that right there. So I did a good job, I think, with what a little bit of real estate. Normally I keep myself clean, so I'm not surprised by very little. I've seen some videos online where they just got like rivers of stuff out. That's kind of nasty. Let's see if we can't crank this puppy up to cleansing and see if anything else goodies come out. So even when I turned it on the highest setting, I was still able to get a little gooey's out, but the big chunks didn't come out. So actually the lifting button, the slower throb, that's what it felt like in my hand, the slower throb. But make sure to wet your head, and I'm keeping this wash rag stuffed down in a solo cup. So try your best to hold it on the sides while you can, if you can. Okay. Ah, made a noise. Let's see. Oh. It's kind of hard to see the opposite way in the monitor. There we go, over here. Ow. So it does kind of leave your face a little red. A little bit. That's how you know it's working, right? And it ain't working unless you bleed. Here's what I got off my forehead there. So it's a little few chunks, and this is after, I don't know, 14 hours after bathing myself. So actually I ran this over my nose again, and in between my eyebrows and stuff. Again, closer up to this mirror I have right here where I can see. And I know that you wouldn't be able to see what I was seeing, but I noticed like there was one like pore that it must have missed, you know. So I stuck it right up against it, got the angle just right, and pressed, and it just like popped right out, no problem. So, you know, I'm accidentally touching, how I'm grabbing this, I haven't got it in my head yet, I guess, to, you know, grab it correctly on the edges, and I'm accidentally pushing this like crazy, and it's switching modes on me. I'm like, oh, I have to get out of what I'm doing and push it and go back to what I'm doing to get it into the lifting mode. But I do think the lifting mode is correct, and you have moisturizer and cleansing mode. So the moisturizing mode, I guess, is for the lotion and stuff like that to use on the reverse back side. The lifting, like I said earlier, is this side. And I really don't know what the cleansing would be for, I guess, to scrub your face with the back side of this blade too, if you wanted to. So that probably works. And I think for the price, it's pretty neat. But there, you see my nose. I'm looking at it in the monitors while I'm looking crazy. But it was able to pull everything out of those pores there in my nose. Even though it may not look like it now, but there's nothing in there. Nice and empty in those pores, which is, did a good job. So bottom line, would I recommend this product? Yes. I don't know about long-term usage. I don't know if the battery will maintain itself over a course of time. I don't know if this will hold up next week, but as of right now, I do like it. I mean, it does its job. I was able to get closer to the mirror and push in and actually see a piece that was in the pore that there's no way I would have been able to push it out. And if I did, I'm going to leave this circle where my fingers go for a red line or bruise or something like this. This leaves a little red right in here, but I think I could put some lotion on that and that'll go away. But it's not the same as bruising your skin here. This actually got in there, and I saw it popping some out once on closer inspection. They're small, but I could see them, and that was pretty cool. And it got some big ones out that we could see on the first pass around my nose. So yeah, I think it works great for knocking out stuff out of pores. And using the back side of this for vibrating things in is a neat idea, and that might work as well. But overall, yeah, give it a shot. It's 39 bucks. You get the pimple popping kit, and then this guy, which is a little slick. You push these buttons by accident sometimes, but other than that, it works. So yeah, give it a shot. And while you're giving it a shot, The link is down in the YouTube description. And on your way down the YouTube description, make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so you get notified of the next product that I review that's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweeter than the sweetest thing you've ever put in your mouth. I promise. See ya.